Good morning, my name is Ben from Home Care Scheduler. In this video, I want to show our integration with Coreplus between Home Care Scheduler and Coreplus. As you can see, I've created 5 appointments inside of Coreplus. Now these appointments, I've guessed the distance in here, like how many mobile clinics might work. This is the appointment, this is the travel, and so on. However, this isn't very accurate because guessing these amounts can be, out by 15 minutes, for example, 20 minutes. And if you multiply that by 5, it starts to become quite a considerable amount of time. So what we do, to set up the integration, you go set up add-ons, Home Care Scheduler, and you grab your key here. You go into our app, you go to settings, integration, and paste it in here, and then hit connect. As you can see, we've already set up that integration. The next step is you go imports, you hit new import, search, and it's found the 5 appointments here. And then you hit start import. What that does is that will bring the information into our system, and you can start to see these appointments here. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 appointments that we've pulled in. Now, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is a 45-minute appointment starting at 9 a.m. and we've calculated that there's 12.7 minutes of travel here. So if you did the math, 9 plus 45 is 9:45 plus 13 minutes is just before 10 o'clock. But this appointment starts at 10:15. And that is causing 15 minutes of dead time. And if you added that out, like if you extrapolated it out, I expect in some examples it may be more than that, but that's where you start to get a lot of dead time inside of your day, which can cost you money. Also, if these appointments aren't efficiently organised, that can add significant amount of travel distance. So what you can do is you can hit create a route. You can optimize these appointments either around the first appointment of the day or around the practitioner's address here. And then you hit save. And what it's done is it's perfectly orientated the start time to match the exact travel time here. So 9 o'clock plus 45 minutes plus 9 minutes of travel because it's changed the second person to reduce that travel down. And all of a sudden we have a 9:53 arrival time and so on. Inside this route, it's easy to just drag and drop and move these appointments around and it will recalculate the arrival time. So for example, if you've got a full day and the middle appointment cancels, it's not a big deal anymore because you can just delete this middle appointment. It will move the next one up to a new arrival time, and it's all efficiently calculated for you. If you wanted to add a lunch break, you could add a second route. You could move afternoon appointments into this second route, and you could start it in the afternoon, and that will give the practitioner 2 routes optimized in separate morning and afternoon blocks, which will act as a lunch break separator. Another thing you could do is you could go into our travel report, and you can, if you had many appointments imported and many practitioners, they'll all be visible here, and you can see, so between this date and this date, that's the travel that this person has done. If you wanted to, you could use this information for payroll purposes. Like if you set up those dates to match your pay run periods, you could calculate the travel, and then you could pay that per kilometre allowance to the practitioner, so everything is correctly reimbursed. Or you could also use this report to find outlier travel distances. You can see that I've sorted it by highest distance first, and this indicates that this appointment with Steve is taking the longest travel and the longest minutes, which is costing your business the most money. You're going from Clayfield all the way ending in Clontarf. So maybe that might indicate that Steve would be better seen on a different day or at a different time, and that would reduce that travel down. Okay, so as we said, we've optimized the order of these appointments. You can now export it into Coreplus. So you'll go a new export, you'll find these appointments, you hit start export, and what that will do is it will connect to Coreplus and it will optimize, it'll adjust all these start times so that the gap is perfectly mapped out. We also have a few other features in here. So for example, if you had a new client that was based in Kelvin Grove and you wanted to know who was the best located practitioner, you could search their address and you could find that John is only 5 kilometres away and Ben is nearly 30 kilometres away. So it might be best to allocate this referral to John. Also, if we imported more appointments, we'd see a list of all these appointments here, and you could also know which is the best located appointment to that person, which would indicate that if that practitioner is already in that area, then that would be the best way to go. Anyway, I hope that helps. I think this is a really useful app for home care businesses. It is very difficult to manage home care businesses with lots of people in lots of different locations. This is one tool that connects seamlessly with Coreplus that can help you manage your practitioner payments, can reduce your travel, can reduce the amount of overheads you have in your business, and can get more appointments into your schedule. If you have any questions or you want to have a look at our software, don't hesitate to reach out to Ben at homecarescheduler.com and we can arrange a free trial.